Are they up and running, Jeffrey?
YouTube's up. Jeffrey, that animated logo looks fucking baller.
I'm a slut joke wrapped in a stupid joke and debt.
Dick jokes are my business, and it's a fair market.
I may be a dumb bitch. No, that's it.
My dick might be small, but your wife doesn't seem to mind.
I'm not here to make friends. In fact, I've never made a friend in my life.
No one can judge me but God, and Tim, and Molly in this show.
I'm always judging everyone, and not just in the show.
I think it's time I stepped out of the shadows, cast by your giant mom.
Diamonds aren't a girl's best friend. That's her vibrators, plural.
I'm not that much of a slut, at least compared to the other men in film.
Tonight on The Real Housewives of Vilification Tennis, it's your host, Molly Glover.
Hello and welcome to The Real Housewives of Vilification Tennis, or if you prefer, Housewives. Anyway, hello. I am your host, Molly Glover. So happy to be here. Can I just say, I used to watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with my mom pretty much religiously. We watched it every week until it got to the point that it was so bad, even we couldn't stomach it. But tonight we are going to show you what it would be if Vilification Tennis had its own reality show about our very fabulous, very, very dramatic lives. As always, we have our wonderful ASL interpreter, Claire Alexander, here with us today. She is so integral to our show. I'm just so happy she's here. Hi, Claire. All right. This show tonight was directed by our very own Heather Wren McKay. She concepted and directed this entire thing from the opening credits that you just saw, all the way through to the end. So if you loved the show, please make sure you compliment her. She worked her ass off, and it's going to show. You'll see it. But what is Vilification Tennis? A lot of you out there, maybe you've never seen it. Perhaps the lure of Bravo trash television tasticity made you decide you needed to see us for the very first time. Well, I'll tell you what Vilification Tennis is. We're going to get on this stage and we're going to insult each other back and forth. And that's it. Oh, it's going to get nasty. Oh, it's going to get rude. It's going to get catty and mean. Because that's what we do here. And if you're offended easily, you will be offended by this show. So you might want to just kind of clutch the pearls and just suck up the butthole and just kind of get ready, because it's going to come at you fast, real fast. Starting with my very own wonderful, my Ken, my husband, Nick Glover is my co-host tonight. Nick, come on the stage, please. Oh, there he is. That's my man. Hi,
Hey,
honey.
dear.
So you're here to just celebrate the fabulosity that is me. And I'm just so glad that you're here. And like, I don't know, but like, I feel like some of these bitches are like gonna talk about me behind my back later. So I really just need your emotional support.
I'm just here to support you and to support the show and just make sure everyone has a good time, but especially you.
I'm so lucky. Oh, thank you. Okay. He's so handsome. All right. So we do this show for free for you. We've been doing it almost a year now. Yeah, almost a year. Oh boy, that's fun. But if you want to show us your monetary support, you can tip us by going to paypal.me/vilificationtennis. And you can tip us, if you tip us $5, you can get a digital trading card for anyone in this show, including Claire. That's right. She has her very own digital trading card because she's one of us, and she deserves it. So for $5, when you make your tip, just please put in the comments, or you can message Tim Wick, the usual host of the show, and let him know how much or which vilifier and how many cards and all of that for your donation. Claire is donating her fee tonight. She is not going to take her portion of the tips, and instead she's going to give them to the Community Doula Alliance, which is very awesome. She's amazing. I mean, she's charitable, she's beautiful, and she's this talented. Oh my God, I hate her. I can't wait to tell her to her face. Oh, she can hear me. Oh God, okay. Let's play some Vilification Tennis. What do you say? I'm very excited to bring this first match to the stage. And on the team on the left, right, what am I talking about? We're on a Zoom screen. The team that would be on the left if we were on a stage, the other amazing married couple of Vil, Heather and Dave. Here they come. Oh, look at those two. Hi, Heather. Hi, Dave.
Hi.
Hi.
Excellent. Okay, thank you for coming to my vilification party. Okay, they are up against the indomitable duo, best friends and ready to duke it out, Nate and Stephanie. Oh yeah, she doesn't even care. Oh my God, she so doesn't even care. And where's Nate? He should be here. He's gonna be here. Oh my God, late to the party as always, you fucking drama queen. Oh my God. Can you believe I'm already, this party is a fucking disaster. All right. We're going to give the serve to Nate and Stephanie. The score, it stands at hate. Service.
Dave heard that his wife was a basic bitch, so he threw acid on her for science.
Stephanie, geez. The 4 C's of diamond shopping, you might not know this. Cut, color, clarity, and carat. The 4 C's of Stephanie, her weird double set of boobs.
Dave thinks private school is where his penis learned how to penis.
Stephanie is so rich, she has closets for everything. For her clothes, for her shoes, for her purses, for her skeletons.
Points. When you see the purple flag, that's how you'll know you scored a point. I just like the fact that you said skeletons and giggled at your own joke. All right. So next time you see, this is how we're going to let you know visually a point was scored. This is a beautiful microfiber cloth. It's very expensive. It's microfiber. You probably don't have anything this nice. Okay. All right. Service.
Heather's so stupid. She bought a fur coat made out of pound puppies.
Nate, you're so stupid. You think Spirit Airlines is just for ghosts and cheerleaders. Newsflash is for poor people.
Yeah, Heather actually never has gotten Botox. She's just completely incapable of showing human emotion.
You know, Stephanie here is so stupid, she thinks WandaVision is just some type of wizard math.
Okay, Dave, but you are so stupid. You thought a boob job is when you honk Heather's tits.
Obviously, Nate takes skincare seriously. Have you seen the creepy lampshade collection in his house?
Damn it. You know, when he lived with us, he moved that in, and it was just like, it's nicer
creepy.
in person. It's nicer in person, I will say. They're nice pieces, actually. Okay.
They were nice people.
Service.
Dave sometimes shaves his porn stash or his stash down to a porn stash, so he can feel like a professional when he pays his wife for sex.
Stephanie, go ahead, buddy. You got it.
Nate here is so stupid, he thinks philanthropy is when you turn into Phil once a month.
Dave, your hair is glorious, but the only thing longer than your hair is Heather's armpit hair.
That's funny. Hey, Stephanie, you're so stupid that you think swimming the English Channel is a euphemism for watching a lot of BBC.
Huh. So, a puggle is a mix of a beagle and a pug, and a labradoodle is a mix of a lab and a poodle, and Heather is a mix of a dumbass and a slut.
Stephanie, you are so stupid. You thought your computer mouse was pregnant because it wasn't bleeding on its pad.
Of course, that bitch, Heather, her fortune is dirty money because she was a stripper at the Double Deuce.
You know, Steph, I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Stephanie here was born with more of a Taco Bell sport.
You know what, Dave? Your mom is so fat that her pancake makeup is syrup.
That sticky face bitch. Just, Mama pretty. All right. Service.
Nate here's... Sorry.
Service.
Bitch. Heather, your mom is so fat, her gown used to be a hot air balloon. And when she eats beans, it still is.
Nate, it's too bad that corsets have gone out of style because there's no market anymore for your mom to sell her bones.
That's
point. So sometimes there's jokes I haven't ever heard. Okay, I'm sorry. Service.
Heather, your mom is so fat she's like an Autobot. Every morning she rolls out.
Nate here is so stupid. He thinks the stock market is when you go shopping just too close to all the women at the store.
Yeah. Dave, living next to a drainage ditch does not mean you have a home on the water.
Stephanie, you are such a loser. You can't even score with FICO.
Yeah, perhaps. But there are two things that every Minnesotan knows. And one of them is that Heather's a whore. And the other one is that they have a friend in the diamond business in Minnetonka at 394 and Hopkins Crossroad in Woodbury at I-94 and Radio Drive.
Open weekdays till 8, Saturdays and Sundays till 9.
Online at shaneco.com.
Good job, everybody. Good job. That's a group effort. All right. Service.
Heather likes to get drunk and shake her groove thing, like an English nanny. Her groove thing is a baby.
Oh.
Nate, your dick is a dime. I don't mean it's a 10. I mean it's the smallest one.
Dave is so stupid, he thought Gucci Mane was a fancy horse.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. All right. Service.
Heather thought a Volvo was a working class vagina.
You know, Nate's mom here is from the UK, and looking at her, you can see she has some whales in her.
Dave, I heard that you go to the dog park every day to get inspiration for your OnlyFans.
That's funny that you mentioned dogs, Stephanie. Did you know that the smallest dog is a 4-inch tall Chihuahua named Millie, and the largest is your mom?
Your mom is so fat she hammed her pants.
Nate's mom is so fat, she went to space and they ran out.
That is game to Dave and Heather. Fantastic. Oh my God. Okay. Good job, everybody. All right. So we're going to get to our first game, but I'm going to give you a heads up, you out there watching. I'm going to need audience suggestions. And the audience suggestions I'm going to need, not for this game, but for the next one. So you've got some time to mull it over. I need some suggestions. I need questions that you would ask a friend for advice. So you're going to ask your friend for advice. What are those questions? You can post them in the chat, and then Nick will have those answers for us when we get to that game. But first, we're going to play a game called Interrogation. And this is for Kirky, Duck, and Eric. All right. All right. Now, Kirky has committed a terrible social faux pas. Kirky, this was really bad. And she knows what she did. And Eric and Duck were there, and they saw. I mean, we all saw, but Eric and Duck have decided to confront her at this dinner party, and they're going to get her to say what she did. Now, Kirky doesn't know what she did, actually. She doesn't remember. She was blackout drunk. And so she doesn't remember at all. But we're going to get it. We're going to get it out of her because I think deep down she knows. But she hasn't been told. But Duck and Eric, they know. So they're going to ask her questions. And the questions they ask her, she's going to try to guess what it is that she did. I will tell you, Kirky, there are 3 parts to this faux pas. There are 3 parts to this terrible thing that you did. And now you in the audience are able to see, hopefully, at the bottom of the screen, what Kirky did. All right, so you can see what she did. She doesn't know. Blackout drunk. Eric and Duck, get it out of her.
Girl, you should be embarrassed by what you did yesterday.
Oh, just really, Kirky.
I've never been embarrassed by anything I've done. I stand by it.
If you stand by the things that you did yesterday, we can't be seen in public with you anymore. So I think you better come clean and realize that what you did was horrible.
I just can't. I mean, you want to stand by like you're in a backyard? Fine. Just stand by.
I think I will. Yes. And I will do it again, even.
I mean, you go over to a friend's house, and granted, that house was clean, but you can't just go to somebody's house like that and behave that way.
Well, maybe I wouldn't have done such a thing if their house wasn't just so, spick and span. I can't stand it when a house is so clean like that. It just feels like the house is getting a little bit too, I needed to put it in its place.
Well, things weren't going to be spick and span for that much longer. Don't you know how messy these things get?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not the cleaner, so I don't really have to deal with it.
But we know you're not the cleaner because you got stickiness all over your fingers, girl.
I'm sorry.
But you did clean up, didn't you? You cleaned up before you even went over. Just
listen.
Yep.
Listen, like I know you went over there thinking that you were smoking, but you weren't smoking. All right? And I hate to be grilling you about this right now, but you behaved terribly yesterday.
and baby backless, not the way to go.
I think we really need to address what you did yesterday.
Well, I first want to say that I was inspired by this recent charcoal phase.
I understand that. I understand
Suppose
that
I'll let
you're
that slide.
inspired by the charcoal phase, and there's some benefits to that. But think about the appropriate time for that phase.
Right, it was an afternoon event. You were completely off schedule.
I mean, your friend came out of the house and literally said, "This house is clean," and you went through your charcoal phase.
Well, I don't frequently like to ghost people, but I do feel like I've done it before and I'll do it again.
I mean, seriously, I think you need to call one of those hotlines and get some assistance.
I mean, you did look good, girl, though. I mean, that was what was that? What was that? A medium?
Are you saying that maybe the stakes in this were a little too high?
I do think the stakes were high, and it might have helped if you were a little more chicken.
You were certainly in rare form.
And now I'll say I do wear a lot of dresses, so forgive me if I just can't remember quite the one that I was wearing, but I've got this large, gorgeous backless gown, and I did find it stuffed in the garbage in my bathroom later. Might that explain what happened?
I think that is a good clue as to what happened to that gown. That is absolutely correct. And but I think regardless of what happened to the gown, and regardless of your charcoal fascination, I think we really need to focus on the person's house you were at. Your friend who loves you, who tells you what they think about you in cryptic ways. You'd think that they would have seen this coming, but they didn't.
Well, I think like all good friends, they like to hide things from me.
But you can't hide anything from them, can you? They just seem to always know.
That is very true. One could almost say that they're psychic.
Ooh. Perky, do you know what you did?
Oh man, did I huck a bloody steak at a psychic at a bachelor party?
Very close. I think we can maybe ask a couple more questions, get in a little more zoomed in here. Okay. You're right about the psychic, I'll tell you that.
So you were in this amazing ground. Let's address that. And then you went through your charcoal phase, and that's a faux pas to do in that dressing gown, right?
Honestly, it's my fault. You never have charcoal and medication. They cancel each other out. So, had a bad evening, I suppose.
And so you did that, while you were drunk. I mean, I'm not going to judge you. Like we were all drunk.
Right.
But your friend who cleaned this house, who was she?
This psychic? Miss Cleo,
No, that's
or
he's a psychic.
Brown, a psychic. Just yeah. I have a lot of friends. I don't remember all their names.
Well, and a lot of them were there at this gathering, right?
Yes, of course.
And what is this
Yes,
gathering
everybody
called?
watched me.
What is this kind of gathering called?
Well, it sounds like it might have been some sort of let's see, a backyard party. Was it like a picnic that we attended? Some sort of barbecue?
Hey! Barbecue.
Woo.
So at this barbecue that my psychic friend threw, I, in my backless gown, did I take a shit on her floor? Because
I think the fact that you wore a backless gown, I think you got it. You wore a ball gown to a barbecue with your psychic friend.
My backless gowns go down very far, so accidents do happen.
Yeah, you were overdressed. That was really the problem. Yes, yes. Good job, everybody. All right, let's give it up. Well interrogated. Well done, Kirky Duck and Eric. Fantastic. And that is an actual thing that happened on The Real Housewives. There was a large fight that happened when one of the housewives held a barbecue. I think it was Kyle, threw a barbecue, and all the other housewives came over dressed like you would for a barbecue, and she was in a ball gown. She was dressed formally. She looked stunning, full hair, makeup, dress, jewelry, and everyone else was dressed for a barbecue, and drama ensued. That's fantastic. All right. Now it's time to get on for our next game. For our next game, I need Dave and Stephanie, and Heather and Chris. All right. Now, Dave and Stephanie, Heather and Chris. These are actually each two teams they are one person. They're sharing a brain right now. We're not the smartest people. We're very rich, but we're not super smart. So sometimes we really want to rely on each other for advice. And sometimes your friends are two-faced. And so this is two-faced friends. So now Dave and Stephanie are one person. Chris and Heather are another. They are your two-faced friends. And we are going to get questions from you. You've been sending questions you would ask your friend for advice. And we're going to ask them these questions, and they're going to answer. They're going to go one word at a time, back and forth. So each of the faces is going to give one word at a time. They're going to come up with the perfect advice. But this is a two-faced friend. So this advice may not be what you want to follow. Take it with a grain of salt. This is that friend that you really can you trust her? Does she really have your best interests at heart? So I'm going to ask the first question, and then Nick hopefully will have some questions from the audience. But my first question is going to go to Dave and Stephanie. Dave and Stephanie, I have naturally curly hair. Should I get bangs?
Well,
you
really
need
to
change
up
your
look
with
some
long bangs.
Okay, so like down to here, just cover my whole face bangs. Okay, yeah, no, that sounds good. That's actually what most people say to me, weirdly. Okay, Nick, do we have any questions from the audience? Yeah, I don't see them yet, so I'm gonna ask another question here. Okay, Heather and Chris, what kind of dog goes with this dress?
Girl.
Thank you.
Listen,
The
perfect
dog
for
that
dress
is
definitely
a
poodle
or
possibly
Shih Tzu.
I think I hear what you're saying, you bitches. So, okay. Okay, thank you. Okay. Well, I don't see Nick yet, so I have another question here. All right, so this one's for Stephanie and Dave. So Stephanie and Dave, what kind of dog, excuse me, we're buying a house, but I want to buy a $1,500 purse. Am I worth it? Stephanie and Dave? Stephanie?
Well,
You
are
worth
sort
of
a
Bag?
but
Maybe.
not
Leather.
Yeah, no, that fits with my self-esteem. You know, this is actually all really good advice. I feel like these are the kinds of friends I've always, you know, you're definitely the kinds of friends that I need because, you know, sometimes I'll think a little too much of myself and I think I might be worth things. And hello, Nate. Yes, hi.
I have a question.
Okay.
Oh,
Why?
I was wondering if I should get Botox.
Okay. Nate has a question and he wants to know if he should get Botox. We'll ask this to Chris and Heather. Chris, Heather, Chris, should Nate get Botox?
We
Think
that
you
maybe
should. Sorry.
Okay. Nate, you need Botox. You're getting old and wrinkly. You look like a paper bag. Yeah, sorry. And we have Nick here. Nick, do we have questions from the audience?
Yeah, we have a bunch. So someone in the audience is wondering what they should do if their wife is in love with someone like maybe Molly.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Dave and Stephanie. What should someone do? Their wife is in love with me. Dave and Stephanie. Dave.
Boyfriend.
or
Other.
you
Need.
to
Get.
out
Of.
their
Business.
Okay, so audience member, I'm so sorry. Get out of their business. They are welcome to be in love with me or any other woman or whatever. Just because you're married doesn't mean you get to be in their business, which is 100% super good advice. All right. Yes, Nick, more questions?
So Ben is asking for a friend. Is it okay to fart during sex?
Asking for a friend. Heather and Chris. Heather.
Okay.
You know, you
might
want
to
think
about
what
you
ate
yesterday.
Yes. Oh, that will really matter because like maybe you just had like delicious pineapple shakes and like you ate nothing but jelly beans. I mean, if I ate nothing but jelly beans, it would be bad. But I mean, some of you probably can digest sugars. So it would be, you know, like more like pleasant, like the way, you know, when those you'd squeeze a strawberry shortcake doll and the puff of air, maybe that's what it would be like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Stephanie and Dave, I have another question. Stephanie and Dave, I'm 42, I'm almost 43, and we've been married for a long time now. We've been together 15 years. I'm wondering, should I bejazzle myself to keep Nick's interest?
girl.
You.
Absolutely.
Need.
To
Get.
that
Fresh.
pussy.
Pumped.
Yeah, you know, that's a really good idea. In fact, I'm not going to shave first. I'm just going to bejazzle over the hair. I think that'll really look nice.
It will.
Yeah,
It'll be like hair gems.
Or like the spray glitter. You know that beard glitter they were selling for a while for online?
Oh my God. Butterfly clips.
Oh my God, those are so coming back. I've seen Gen Z wearing those. So yeah.
What about the little clip-in feather?
Oh my God, yes.
And for winter, you could get those little tree ornaments that like wind into the hair.
You are such good friends. This is such good advice. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Do we have any other questions from the audience or from Nick's here? Yes, audience question, Nick.
Jessica C is wondering, I think the maid is stealing my jewelry. What should I do?
Oh my God.
Scandalous.
We have all been there. Okay. Chris and Heather. Chris, the maid is stealing her jewelry. What should she do?
That
is
appalling.
And
you
should
call
a
lawyer
or
possibly
don't.
Yeah.
Girls
I
gotta
like
live.
when I like
Pay
when
more.
advice is do this or don't do it. Like, one or the other, I mean, like,
Pick
you
a
have to live your
lane.
own life. Yeah, that's really good advice. So, like, call a lawyer, or I guess don't. Really, it's up to you. Be free. All right. All right, let's do 2 more questions. We're gonna do 2 more questions, okay? So this next question is going to be for Dave and Stephanie. All right, Dave and Stephanie. The question is college tuition worth it in this economy? It's very expensive. Dave and Stephanie. Dave, is college tuition worth it?
Girl.
No.
Yes. Yeah, that's good. No, that's true. All right. Oh, Nick, we got Nick here for our final question. Nick, what do we have?
Diva Pixie wants to know, can they wear their tiara to their sister's wedding?
Okay. Heather and Chris, can Diva Pixie, can they wear their tiara to their sister's wedding, Heather?
So,
if
you
want
to
wear
your
tiara,
maybe
frost
your
hair
first.
Yeah, you would look like Elsa, and then no one can get mad. Like, you're not upstaging the bride. You're just in an Elsa costume like a toddler. That totally makes sense. Yeah, because toddlers don't need a lot of attention, so no one could accuse you of that. That's 100%. That's the best thing. Okay, Two-Faced Friends, thank you so much. That was very good advice. I think we solved a lot of problems for people today. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay, now, it's going to be time for another amazing game, but once again, I will need more suggestions from you. So this time, I need suggestions of something wealthy or bougie. Anything. It can be anything, noun, a verb, whatever. So think like a trip to Paris for the weekend, or cheese that costs $140 a pound, right? Something just, that's for them, not for us. So throw your suggestions in the chat, and we will play a game with those soon. But now it's time to play a very exciting game. This is going to be a lot of fun. I think you're all going to enjoy it very much. This is called Vilifier or Housewife. This is a game for Kirky, Nate, Stephanie, and Duck. Kirky, Nate, Stephanie, and Duck. Okay. Now, we have given Kirky and Stephanie each a list of insulting phrases. These phrases, some of them, were written by Vilification Tennis members for this show, right? Specifically for the show. And the others were said by stars of The Real Housewives. Any of the shows, they were actually insults said from one housewife to another or about someone on the show, right? So Nate and Doc are going to guess whether the insult they're being given was said by a vilifier or said by a housewife. Does everyone understand the game? Pretty simple here, okay? This is going to be great. I'm very excited for this. So, because these housewives, they're not the cream of the crop when it comes to words. They're not. So this is going to be great. Okay, we're going to start with Kirky. Kirky and Nate. Kirky, please give your insult to Nate, and then Nate, tell me, vilifier or housewife?
Nate, you country bumpkin.
Okay. I'm gonna go with housewife. I just with where things have been going in the little bit that I've watched the show.
Is that true? Is that right, Kirky?
That's true, yes.
All right.
Woo.
Housewife. 1 point for Kirky and Nate. Okay. All right. Stephanie and Duck. Stephanie, deliver your insult to Duck, and then Duck, tell me, vilifier or housewife?
Duck has resting Botox face.
That's a tough one, but I'm gonna go with vilifier.
Correct.
Oh, nicely done. That was a trick question. I feel like that was a good trick question. Yeah. All right. Okay, back to Kirky and Nate. All right, Kirky, deliver that insult.
Nate, nice garage sale chic.
This is all from a garage sale, so I'm gonna go with vilifier.
That's true.
Oh, wow. All right. Okay. You guys are very good at this. Maybe we actually are insult experts. Oh my God. Hang on. Okay, Stephanie, give Duck that insult. Duck, you let me know.
She looks like a gift card escort.
Ooh. Ooh.
A gift card escort.
I don't even know 100% what that means. Which means it must have come from a crazy mind. So I'm going to say housewife.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Oh, all right. I would have guessed housewife too. I was thinking that sounds like something one of them would say for sure. Okay. All right, Kirky, hit us with that insult. Nate, you tell me, vilify or housewife?
Oh, Nate, you and your Kentucky Fried Titties.
My titties are Popeyes. I don't know what that means either. I'm gonna go with Real Housewives on that one.
It was a real housewife.
All right, that's 3 points for Kirky and Nate to 1 point, Stephanie and Duck. All right, Stephanie and Duck, you can still catch up. I believe in you. Stephanie, hit us with that insult. Vilify her housewife.
Duck, you oatmeal pie face.
Man, that just hurt my soul. But I'm gonna say vilifier again.
Sorry.
Oh, housewife. Oatmeal pie face.
I figured it was one of those like, oh, you'll think it's the housewives.
Right? What could they possibly have meant by that? Like, are they saying that it's cheap? Are they like insulting? Is it like a color situation? Like, is it like a fake tan? Yeah, yeah, no, that's that.
Or is that like the little Debbie snack? So it has like the crinkly.
Oh, like the crinkly out, like the shiny wrapper, maybe. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe. All right, Kirky.
Now I'm hungry. Poor person hungry.
It's time to insult Nate, and then let us know, vilifier or housewife.
Nate here, looking like a permed merkin.
I want it to be a vilifier because I want to hear that joke on stage. So I'm going to go with vilifier.
It is a vilifier.
Oh, okay. Woo! 4-1. I don't know. I think Stephanie and Duck, I think this might not be I don't know how many are left, but I believe we're going to keep going. I believe in you. I believe in the power of insults. All right. Stephanie, hit Duck with that insult. Duck, vilifier or housewife?
You Barbie-haired bitch.
Yeah, Duck, you Barbie-haired bitch.
Housewife. Please tell me that's a housewife.
Duck, I gotta say, I am every time I'm like, yeah, that's what I would have guessed. That's 100%. No, boy, they're tricky.
Because part of me is wondering if this is one of those tests that happens to be racially biased.
I mean, it was written by 2 white ladies, so it might be. Okay. Kirky, I need you to insult Nate real bad. And then I need you to tell me if that was a vilifier or a housewife, and also on a scale of 1 to 5, how much it hurt.
Look at Nate with those skyscraper eyebrows. Can't cry this off.
I'm gonna go with that's a housewife, and it was a 4.
Wrong.
Oh! The streak is over. All right. Okay, Stephanie. The streak is broken. This is your chance. Jump in and seize it like a cobra striking. All right. Stephanie, hit Duck with that bad insult.
Good Duck with his Herman Munster shoes.
All right, new strategy this time. I'm gonna roll a dice. Vilifier odds. It's a housewife. That is even. That is an 8. So I'm gonna say a vilifier.
The odds are not in your favor.
That was a housewife said you have Herman Munster shoes.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Oh my
I
God.
told someone they had Herman Munster shoes.
Oh my God. No wonder they all have Botox and can't cry, because like this makeup would just go away if you're crying. It's just too much.
For real.
Oh my God. Okay. We have some left, right? I don't have I think it's, yeah, okay, I thought so. Great. Okay. Kirky, give it to Nate.
You're like walking, talking Ambien.
I wish. That's a housewife.
That is a vilifier.
Wow, really?
These were well written. Y'all did a good job writing tricksy ones. This is great. Okay. All right. Stephanie, I want you to hurt Duck. I want you to hurt him bad. I want you to talk to him like he stole your boyfriend the night of prom. Give it to him. Give it to him.
Duck, look at those Jesus jugs.
All right, Duck, vilifier.
Is Jesus
or housewife?
Drugs a bad thing? I'm just
right.
All
Like,
right.
does that mean they rise? Like,
maybe it means they're spread like this.
It's for the Lord.
I'm going to say housewife.
It was a housewife.
That is, now we're at 4 points for Kirky and Nate, 2 points for Duck and Stephanie. All right, Kirky and Nate, let's do it. Insult this man. Get him like it's you know, he came dressed as with a ball gown at a barbecue.
walking around like smelly Miss Six Toes.
Can you say that again? I want to make sure I got it right.
Walking around like smelly Miss Six Toes.
Is this like a bad version of The Princess Bride?
The Six Toes bitch.
That has to be the Real Housewives, right?
No, it's a vilifier.
What was the inspiration for that word vomit?
If you have to,
your fucking mom.
All right, Stephanie and Duck. I think you have a chance to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat here. There's a shot here. All right, Stephanie, hit him.
Duck's wife looks like a haunted wax figure.
All right. That's a vilifier.
Sure is.
Yeah.
All right, it's 4-3. They're catching up. Okay, Kirky, let's hear it. Hit Nate with it.
That's all I got.
Oh, is that it? Is that the end of the list? Kirky and Nate, you win the game. Oh, it's so close. Fantastic. Now we can. I just want to run over one more time. What was the last housewife one? Was that the Herman Munster shoes?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I'm just trying to
Jesus jugs.
Jesus,
There it was, Jesus
right.
jugs.
Jesus jugs. All right. Big thanks to Kirky, Nate, Stephanie, and Duck. Thank you. That was Vilifier or Housewife. Fantastic. All right. Wonderful. This is going really well. Hey, Nick, quick question for you. How are people reacting to the show online? What are they loving it the way we're loving it?
They are. The Duck's outfit is getting a lot of love in the comments and a lot of hate.
Oh,
Not hate. People have things to say.
Oh,
People have things to say.
Okay.
But it's mostly positive. And a lot of people are commenting that it's a surprise to them, but I think it's no surprise to us that vilifiers are funnier than housewives. I mean, we drink more for one, so.
That's true. And I did make you watch an episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills as research for this show, didn't I?
You did.
We watched the infamous Dinner Party from Hell from season 1 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
With the
That's the
vaping
one
psychic.
with the psychic, the aggressively vaping psychic that comes and tells her big insult is, well, I know exactly when she's gonna die, so at least I know that.
Can I just be super mean to people at dinner parties and then just if they get called on it, just be like, I'm a psychic? Is that a legit thing? Like that's...
Yeah, apparently that would work, actually. Yeah. All right. Thanks for checking in. You are amazing in your own right. And I just want you to know that even though you are smelly Mr. Six Toes, I still love you.
I love you too. And we have a bunch of suggestions for the next.
Fantastic. All right.
So
well, let's
I'll be
get
back
to it then. All right. I need Heather, Nate, Chris, Kirky, Dave, and Stephanie. It's time to ruin a rich person's day. All right. Yes, that's right. I know it's the moment we've all been waiting for. It's so easy because their lives are so easy that the slightest inconvenience will really ruin their day. For example, on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, a vacation to Hawaii was ruined when one of the 3 nannies that was going to come with them to watch their 2 children couldn't come at the last minute. So they had a nanny for every 8 hours of the 24-hour day, but one of them wasn't going to be able to come. And like, what were they supposed to even do? And they had to get a nanny at a higher rate once they got there. And oh my God, it's so hard to be rich, right? Like all they wanted was a very, very luxurious vacation where they could ignore their children. And like life just doesn't even, it's just not fair sometimes. So let's show them how unfair it can be. We're going to talk about some things that rich people would enjoy, and you're going to ruin them. You're going to ruin them in a very specific way. Now, the first person, we're going to start with Heather. Heather, you're going to have 6 words to ruin it for them. Nate, you'll have 5 words. Chris, 4 words. Kirky, 3 words. Dave, 2 words. And Stephanie, just 1 word. Just a single word to ruin a rich person's day as relates to the topic at hand. We're going to start, the first one we're going to start with. I'm going to give the first one and then Nick can pop in with all the great audience suggestions that I know we have. All right, so we're going to start with a wine tasting tour. A wine tasting tour. They love to do this. So Heather, you have 6 words, Nate 5, Chris 4, Kirky 3, Dave 2, Stephanie 1 word to ruin a wine tasting tour. Whenever you're ready, Heather.
Oh no, Napa's on fire.
All right, Nate, 5 words.
The grapes are little. They are little.
The grapes are a little. Yeah, no, that would be awful. If the grapes were a
words.
little, like the wine is not as good. Everyone knows that. That's just like, I learned that from Vidal Sassoon. Okay, Chris, you have 4 words. Ruin a wine tasting tour.
California, is it a drought?
Ew. All the poor people are trying to shower. It's just like they're taking all the water. Okay.
And all the water features are turned off.
Ew. All right. Kirky, 3 words. Ruin a wine tasting tour.
You're muted, babe.
Yeah, you are muted.
It's in Minnesota.
Ooh. Ew. They're like practically socialists there. All right. Dave, 2 words. Ruin a wine tasting tour.
Corona wine?
You know, in 2019, that would have had only been a 1-layer joke, but now it's a 2-layer joke. So good job. Good job. All right. Stephanie, you got 1 word. 1 word to ruin a wine tasting tour.
Tannins.
Oh no, tannins. The enemy. You make my tongue feel alive, and I don't like any part of my body or face to feel. It's not good. All right. All right, Nick, yes, hello. Do we have something to ruin for a rich person?
We do, and I would love for this to be ruined for rich people. I saw the suggestion and just had to go with it. Low taxes.
Oh, okay. Nate,
great.
you've got 6 words. Chris 5, Kirky 4, Dave 3, Stephanie 2, and Heather just 1 word to ruin low taxes. Low taxes. They don't pay them. They get out of it. They are not in a higher tax bracket. And until we get someone in power, it won't be. All right, Nate.
All the poor people are dead.
All right. Chris, 5 words, ruin low taxes.
No income, but there's VAT.
That would do it. All right, Chris, or nope, Kirky, you got 4 words.
Oh, no more doctors.
All right, Dave, 3 words.
Bernie Sanders low.
Yeah, that's not actually low. Yeah. All right, Stephanie, 2 words, ruin low taxes for rich people.
Free health care.
Oh, yeah. They can't pay to get better. They're going to be mad. All right, Heather, 1 word.
Morals.
All right, Nick, what's our next thing we're going to ruin for a rich person?
We're gonna ruin truffle butter.
Truffle butter.
Truffle butter.
Kirky, you have 6 words to ruin truffle butter. Dave, 5, Stephanie, 4, Heather, 3, Nate, 2, and Chris, 1 word. I just messed that order up. I'm sorry. We'll fix it next time around. All right. All right. Kirky, when you're ready.
It's just like that one song.
Okay, Dave, 5 words.
Oops, wrong kind of truffle.
Chocolate. Okay, yep. All right, Stephanie, 4 words.
Urban Dictionary look up.
All right, I don't want to do that. All right, Heather, 3 words.
Mushroom isn't psychedelic.
Oh, man, the worst. All right, Heather, Nate, 2 words.
Ew, pig.
All right, Chris, 1 word.
Vegan.
Ah, yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst. All right, we're going to jump back because I fucked it up because that's just kind of what I do. All right, so, Nick, do we have another terrible thing we can ruin for a rich person?
We do. Owning a private plane.
Ooh, owning a private plane. Chris, you'll start with 6 words. Kirky, you'll have 5. Dave, 4. Stephanie, 3. Heather, 2. Nate, 1. Owning a private plane. They just have them. They just get to go wherever the fuck they want, but we're going to wreck it. Let's ruin it. Chris, what you got?
Cap and trade gets passed.
Ooh, that would be bad. All right, Kirky, 5 words.
You're paying for private fuel.
Oh, all right. Dave, 4 words.
Not in this economy.
Like, even the rich don't want to own planes. That's how bad it's getting out there. All right, Stephanie, 3 words.
Sorry, Kobe Bryant.
That's right. Heather, 2 words.
Food poisoning.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you are. It's always bad. All right, Nate, 1 word. Ruin owning a private plane.
Alabama?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, Alabama kind of ruins everything.
The travel destination.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I wouldn't want to go there even in a luxurious leather-lined thing with my own private chef. Fuck that. No,
do they have airports?
Like, just the concept of Alabama ruins the thought of having a plane, really. All right, Nick, what do we have?
Owning a political candidate. That's something we can ruin for the wealth.
Ooh, owning a political candidate. All right, Dave, you're going to start us off with 6 words. Stephanie, 5. Heather, 4. Nate, 3. Chris, 2. Kirky, 1. Owning a political candidate. A lot of them are owned. Most of them are Republicans, but don't get it twisted. A lot of them are Democrats, too. They're just as owned. So, Dave, 6 words. Ruin owning a political candidate.
Got mine at the dollar store.
Oh, you got Lauren Brobert. That's too bad. All right, Stephanie, 5 words. Ruin owning a political candidate.
The candidate's an Instagram influencer.
Oh my God, that dog's trying to be mayor. All right. There are 4 words.
It's an ugly one.
Oh, no. And then you have to get your picture taken with them at their fundraisers. Ick. Oh, what if it was like a skinny, ugly one too? And then it's just the worst because now I look fat. All right, Nate, 3 words.
Marjorie Green Taylor.
Oh, even worse than Robert. Oh, boy. All right, Chris, you got 2 words to ruin owning a political candidate.
It's taxed.
If only. Fuck. All right, Kirky, 1 word.
Guillotines.
Fantastic. All right, Nick, what do we have?
I'm pretty sure this is something someone saw on Goop. It's a good vagina candle.
Oh, yes.
Not a bad one. A good
one.
vagina
Not the ones that
candle.
explode and actually like set your apartment on fire, but like the good ones, the ones that
Quality vagina candle.
Quality vagina candle. This is a real thing on Goop. This is a Gwyneth Paltrow's website sells a candle that smells like her vagina. And this is an actual thing human beings paid for. And then one of them exploded and set a lady's apartment on fire. So just so you know, Stephanie, you will start with 6 words. Heather 5, Nate 4, Chris 3, Kirky 2, and Dave just 1 word to ruin owning a really good vagina candle. Stephanie, take it away whenever you're ready.
But it's your mom's vagina candle.
Oh, no.
I mean, you already been there.
Okay, Heather, 5 words.
My candle gave me syphilis.
Just airborne syphilis coming out of the candle.
Yeah.
4 words, ruin owning a really good vagina candle.
Smells like bacterial vaginosis.
Oh, no. Oh, that's even worse than like cat anal glands. Oh.
Which, if you ever worked in a lab, your nose is right next to the slide.
Yeah. Or if you worked at Planned Parenthood, the vagina. You walk in the room and you'd be like, oh, I know what this is. All right. Chris, you've got 3 words. No, 4. 3 words.
3 or 4?
6, 5, 4, 3. You
Okay.
got 3 words.
I
You know what? I'm too pretty to do math. I was an English and theater major, so thank you. Okay, 3 words. Ruin owning a good vagina candle.
Designed by Banksy.
Like you light it and it melts really fast. Like it just like melts like
It just disappears. I don't know.
Okay, Kirky, you got 2 words. Ruin owning a good vagina candle.
Fucking sexy.
You just can't. It's too much. You can't even have it lit. Like you're trying to work. You know. All right, Dave, take us home. You got 1 word. Ruin owning a good vagina candle.
Yeasty.
Oh, and that is it. We have ruined a rich person's day. That's ruining a rich person's day, everyone. Thank you. Good job. Yes. Jesus. Fucking Christ. Okay. All right. It's time. Boy, you know, Nick, I got to ask you a question here. I need you to pop on real quick. Now, you are a man who enjoys vaginas. I mean, I would say now just vagina, right? But
historically,
right?
Yeah.
It's would you ever in your life be like, you know what I would like to have in my home is the scent of vagina permeating my space?
If I want to go through my day smelling a vagina, I'll just not wash my beard afterward, and I'm fine.
All right.
That'll do it.
Get out of here, you scamp. All right. I locked it down, everybody. So, all right. This next game is a game for the gentlemen. All right. I need Eric, Dave, Duck, and Nate. All right. Come on back to the stage, gentlemen. Okay. Now, we have arranged a slideshow. Put together a slideshow. So we're going to show that slideshow here. This slideshow features items that are, we'll just say, they're things that are women and other vagina owning people, but this people will probably want. Generally, they'll be women, but I'm not going to limit it to that. But I think we feel pretty confident that the four of you probably aren't interested in these things. So that's why we want you to guess, how much was this thing? All right, so we're going to show you a thing, and you're each going to guess an amount of money. And then whoever is closest will get a point. And whoever gets the most points gets to feel real fucking smug. That's the win. Okay, so Jeffrey, start us up. He's our tech wizard here. Everyone, just thank Jeffrey in your minds silently. Just take a moment for helping us out. That's right.
God, he's so fucking sexy.
In your mind, Nate.
It had to come out. It came out of my pants, so it came out of my mouth too.
It came out all right. All right, let's see the slideshow, and I will walk you through how much was this thing. Okay, so this is a Venti Starbucks pink drink. This is a Venti Starbucks pink drink. It's a strawberry acai refresher with coconut milk. It's very pretty. It's very Instagrammable. How much is a Venti Starbucks pink drink? I'm going to start with Eric. Eric, how much is this drink?
Well, since it is pink, I'm going to say the quality is about half as good, and it's going to cost about 4 times as much. So I'm going to guess $16.
$16. Okay. Okay. Nate, how much is a Venti Starbucks pink drink?
I'm gonna go with $6.50.
$6.50. Okay. Duck, what's your guess?
Well, since it's pink, I think it's probably also raising money for breast cancer awareness.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go in the middle there. I'm gonna say $9.
$9. Okay. And Dave, finally, how much is a Venti Starbucks pink drink?
I'm gonna go with the Price is Right route and say $1.
All right. I didn't say that the lowest without going over would win, but okay. So the closest it's Nate, because the drink costs $5.45.
Woo!
All right, so Nate gets a point for that. I think Nate had a bit of an advantage. He works at Caribou, and while they are bitter rivals, he probably did some reconnaissance to find out what the opposition is doing. All right, next slide, please. 20 units of Botox. Now this is enough for in between and above the eyebrows. So like right here, here, and here. It is the smallest increment you can buy. So 20 units of Botox at the smallest unit you can buy. We're gonna go. I'm gonna switch up the order so you guys. It's a little bit more fair. So this time we'll start with Dave. Dave, how much for 20 units of Botox?
I'm gonna say $200.
Okay, $200. All right. Duck, how much for 20 units of Botox?
I'm gonna say $350.
Okay, all right. Nate, what's your guess?
I really want to check in with my Botox girlfriend, but I'm gonna go with 500.
500. Okay. And Eric, how much for 20 of the smallest increments of possible buying Botox?
I'm gonna skirt just underneath, just in case. I'm gonna go with $195.
The answer is about $200. Dave, you nailed what we have. I'm gonna give you 2 points for that. That's you got exactly what's on the slide there. That's amazing. That is $10 a shot roughly, and okay. Okay, so next slide, please.
That is good to know.
And Heather playing the show.
This is 1 ounce, okay? 1 ounce of creme de la mer skin cream. Now, a standard shot of booze is 1.5 ounces, all right? And a shot from a $30 bottle costs $1.88. Just to give you an idea. So this is 1 ounce of creme de la mer skin cream. And we're gonna start with Duck. Duck, how much do you think this costs?
I feel like this is some weird exotic shit, or it wouldn't get this specific. So I'm gonna say $20.
$20 for 1 ounce.
For 1 ounce.
Okay. What do you say, Eric?
I'm gonna go with $62.
$62. Okay. All right. Dave, how much for 1 ounce of creme de la mer skin cream?
I'm gonna say 30.
Okay. All right. And finally, Nate, how much for 1 ounce of creme de la mer skin cream?
Now I know how much BTS skin cream costs, so I'm gonna go a little bit higher than that and go with $15.
With $15? $50. 15?
15.
Okay. Eric wins with the highest amount because this costs $190. This skin cream is $190 for 1 ounce. So picture a shot glass, and now picture like 2/3 of that glass. That's $190. All right. All right. Moving on. Christian Louboutin leather pumps. I'm going to. Pardon? I am going to try to pronounce the specific shoes we're showing. The Pigalle Folie leather pumps. Christian Louboutin leather pumps. Let's start this time with Nate. Nate, how much are these shoes?
1,500.
Okay, 1,500. All right. And next we'll go Duck. Duck, how much is one pair? These are just 2 shoes. Christian Louboutin leather pumps.
I'm gonna go with $3,000 a shoe, $6,000.
Okay, $6,000. Okay. All right, Dave, how much for Christian Louboutins?
I'm gonna say $300 per shoe, so $600.
$600. Okay, and finally, Eric, how much for these Louboutins? They are
$1,150.
$1,150. Okay, the answer is $695. So that one's going to go to Dave. He's the closest. Yeah, $695. They are made of Napa leather. They are made in Italy. And they have red bottoms, and just to make sure everyone who sees you walk knows you're wearing Louboutin. That's the fucking point. All right. All right, next up. The average American wedding dress, including alterations. So now, all the ranges of wedding dresses that American women and others pay for, people who wear wedding dresses, right? Human beings who buy a wedding dress on their bodies, and this is the average cost. I will give you the range later, but the average cost. So the average American wedding dress, I'm going to start with Duck. How much is the average American wedding dress?
My wife made her own wedding dress. I mean, it saved us a lot of money, but it cost me this answer probably. Say $3,000.
$3,000. Okay. All right. We're going to go to Nate. Nate, how much is the average American wedding dress?
I have avoided marriage like I've avoided COVID. So
there's been a couple times it was a risk.
yeah. But like, dodge that bullet. I'm gonna go with 40,000.
40,000.
Yeah.
$40,000 American dollars. Okay, Eric, how much is the average American wedding dress?
See, because it's going to be the fucking outliers that mess this whole thing up. I'm going to guess 8,000 for an average.
Okay, for an average. And finally, Dave, how much is the average American wedding dress?
I'm going to guess 2,000.
2,000. Okay. Dave wins again. The answer is $1,631. $1,631. The range is $500 to $4,000. I will say mine cost $300 because I got it really on sale. All right, Dave's got 4 points. Eric and Nate are tied with 1 point each. Duck, no points. But we have a couple questions left. There's 3 questions left, so it's anyone but Duck's game. All right.
Racial bias.
There could be double points here. I could give double points if you get close enough. All right. Next slide. We have the lifetime expenses of menstruation. So if you are a person who menstruates, this includes some sort of shitty stereotypical items like chocolate, but also the cost of replacing ruined underwear, as well as tampons or pads or a Diva cup or whatever you choose to stem the tide. I missed one. We're going backwards. Sorry. Apologies, everyone. Well, now you got one to think on. The next slide is the average cost of a vaginal birth with no complications. Excuse me. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thank you to Jeffrey for chiming in and letting me know. I can't see the slides. Okay, so the average cost of a vaginal birth with no complications in the United States, okay, in the United States, and this is not pregnancy, this is not postpartum care, this is just the cost to give birth vaginally, no complications. Okay, let's start with Eric. Eric, what's your guess?
Everything kind of just starts rolling higher because of insurance. So for just the birth with no complications, I'm going to say 12,000.
12,000. Okay. Nate, what's your guess?
I should know this because I worked in OBGYN for 5 years, but I don't because we never had to get this approved by insurance. I'm going to go with 1,500. So 1,500.
$1,500. Okay. Duck, average cost of a vaginal birth with no complications.
Let's say $8,000.
$8,000. I should point out that all of these men are childless. All right. And Dave, what's the cost?
That we know about.
Vaginal birth with no complications. Dave, what's your guess?
I'm gonna guess. Did anyone guess 1,000?
No one's guessed 1,000.
I'm gonna go for that.
Okay, 1,000. All right. The answer is $10,808. So Eric wins this one. He is closer, not by much, but he is closer. Yes, it is $10,808 to deliver vaginally with no complications. It's $30,000 if you factor in pregnancy and postpartum care.
That I knew.
Oh, that you knew. All right. All right. Okay. Now the slide should say the lifetime expenses of menstruation. Again, talking about a person born with a uterus that sheds out its lining. It's super fun. And it's something that you don't get to choose, and it just happens every month. How much does it cost to be one of those lucky individuals? We're going to start with Dave. Dave, how much does that cost for a lifetime of expenses?
Lifetime? Yep. I'm gonna say $1,000.
$1,000. One banana, Michael. What could it cost? All right, Nate, the lifetime expenses of menstruation.
Well, let's see here. Women menstruate for a certain amount of years, and I'm going to say it's probably like, what, $50 a month?
Sure. For people to menstruate.
And since I'm not doing the math, I'm going to say $200,000.
$200,000 is Nate's guess. Okay. Eric, what's your guess? Lifetime expenses of menstruation for a person with a uterus that sheds out blood.
Should be free, but.
Aw, a feminist. The person is.
But I'm gonna go with 18,000.
$18,000. Okay. And finally, we've got Duck. Duck, what are the lifetime expenses of menstruation for a human being that just had the good fortune of being born with a uterus?
It's so hard because some of those people die in minutes, and some of those people die in centuries.
You know? Well, yeah. Let's just assume we're taking the person who lived their whole life to go through menopause. Let's say.
Okay.
Let's say this is a person who was born and they started at the normal-ish age in their teens and they went all the way through till menopause.
I'm gonna lean into the candy bar and say $100,000.
$100,000. All right. Okay. The answer. $18,171. I'm giving double points to Eric. That was so close.
Okay.
Woo, so close. All right. Okay. We got two left. Two left, everybody. Okay, here we go. 1 year of tuition and the required expenses at Sarah Lawrence College. At Sarah Lawrence College. They have a 71% female undergrad cohort, and it's the fancy college that Kat from 10 Things I Hate About You goes to at the end of the movie. So, just think back to that. I'm sure that'll help. But what is 1 year of tuition and the required expenses at Sarah Lawrence College? Nate.
$80,000.
$80,000. Duck.
60 grand.
60 grand. Dave.
I'm gonna say 70,000.
70,000. All right. And Eric, what's your guess?
90,000.
Oh, look at that. We got them all lined up. The answer is $71,369. I'm giving that to Dave, but no double points. Just the single points. You were close, but it wasn't like $100. It was good and close. All right. So the score stands. We've got Dave with 5 points, Eric with 4 points, Nate with 1 point, and Duck still with 0 points. I'm sorry. You know what, Duck? This just means you're a man of the people. You're a man of the people. You don't know what these expensive things cost. And also you didn't have to have a uterus or give birth.
Some people.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this last one is in Great British pounds. British pounds, okay? Not euros, not pound sterling, just good old-fashioned British pounds. An Hermes Himalaya Birkin bag. This is made with Nile crocodile skin and 18K gold and diamond hardware. How much in pounds does this purse cost? It's a purse. You put your wallet and your cigarettes and your lipstick in it. And I want to know how much. It was made with Nile crocodile skin, not those bullshit crocodiles you find other places.
Like saltwater, or
I think they only live in saltwater, but just straight up crocodiles. An Hermes Himalaya Birkin bag. We're going to start with Eric. Eric, how much in British pounds does this bag cost?
11,000 British pounds.
Okay. Nate, how much?
20,000 British pounds.
All right. Duck, how much?
The same as Dave's mom, 150,000 British pounds.
Right. And Dave, finally, how much does an Hermes Himalaya Birkin bag cost?
I'm gonna say 100,000 pounds.
100,000 British pounds. The answer, 236,750 British pounds. Duck wins the point. Fantastic. That's right. That is now that's in pounds. So in dollars, it's more. That's a 2. That is more than I could make. I think that might be more than I made in my first 7 years working at my job. Whew, okay, that is how much was this thing. The winner is Dave with 5 points, very closely followed by Eric, and then Nate and Duck tied with 1 point each. Good job. So that's Dave. Well done. Well done, everybody. Good job, gentlemen. And that is all for that game. All right. It's time for the final round of vilification tennis. But first, I see Nick. Nick, what's shaking?
I've just got this this luxury cat on my lap here.
That's a designer breed, right?
Designer, yep, he's a designer breed. I just a couple of people wanted to note that from the answers on that Dave is a dead man, and and also that your pop culture reference was not lost on the audience, Molly.
Oh, fantastic!
Some other folks definitely knew the college from that.
Well, that answer was for British eyes only. So, British eyes only. All right. Well, I really appreciated having that cat's luxury anal glands on me earlier today. That was super fun. All right. It's time. True story. It's time for round 2 of vilification tennis. I need the fantastic team of Kirky and Duck. Oh, yes. We're going to call this Team Crimson. Look at that. Look at that luxury. Oh, look at that absolute drop dead gorgeosity. But can it compare to the finery of Chris and Eric? Oh, yeah. Look at Team Ebony over here with their blackout. Oh, the gray. You guys have good things going on. We got luxurious. We got the Kirky and Duck. You've got this crushed velvet and like silky gold pattern backgrounds. And then Chris and Eric have these very fine gray cotton twill backgrounds. Clearly those are like 1,200 count sheets. I think that we are really bringing the luxury tonight and people respect that. I'm going to give the serve to Kirky and Duck. Are you ready for the final round of the Real Housewives of Vilification Tennis? Service!
Eric, let me tell you how this round is going to go. I'm the bee, and you're Macaulay Culkin and my girl.
Well, Duck, I understand that you call your dick vodka because you'll put that in anything too.
Did you know that Chris actually chose that nose?
That's so mean. All right, service.
Chris was actually on the cover of Sports Illustrated swimsuit issues.
Did you know that Kirky has a purse big enough to hold a dog, and she's also banned from the dog park?
You know, Eric reminds me a lot of Judy Garland. Not the singing talent, but the blackface.
Well, Kirky, your boob job is so bad it can collect unemployment.
And when Chris started an OnlyFans, Arby's had to send a cease and desist for her vagina.
Duck's so stupid he thought facial recognition was when you notice someone went to the spa.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Unless you're Eric, in that case, I'll read it for you.
Duck, sex with you is like when I clean out my purse. Huh. I didn't know that was still in there.
You know, Eric's dick is so small, his condoms actually come with training wheels.
Duck's dick is like Ted Cruz's Cancun trip, cut short.
And it was because his daughters asked for it that way.
Ouch.
Right, service.
Chris, your mom is so racist she washes her blackberries in a separate sink.
Oh.
Yeah, well, Duck, your mom is so old that the phrase diamonds are forever is because her name is Diamond.
You know, Chris thinks that 15 an hour is too low. She could easily fuck 20 or 25 an hour.
Duck is like vitamins in the winter. His D is deficient.
God damn it. That's timely. No, that's a PSA. If you're feeling down lately, get some vitamin D and don't fuck Duck. All right. Service.
When the clerk asked Chris paper or plastic, she said, "These are real."
Well, Duck, your mom is so fat that she can only runway model at the airport.
You know, I'm not one to judge people's houses, but Eric, I gotta say, your decor is very, very tacky, and heritage, not hate, is no longer an excuse.
You're so stupid you thought fine dining was the food you settled for.
Your mom's so fat they let her get vaccinated before Jesus.
And Kirky here is so dumb, her idea of a ball gown is putting a little skirt on Duck's jockstrap.
Did you know that Chris can't eat alphabet soup anymore? She keeps choking on the D.
Kirky went to the spa the other day. It's the first time she's paid someone else for the facial.
Chris's boyfriend started isolating before all of the rest of us. Only there they call it jail.
I mean, like, I also am kind of in a forced isolation, so I see the, and you know, and there's the weeds. So yeah, all right. Service.
You know, Eric thought that getting a pedicure meant that he would stop hanging out at elementary schools.
Kirky's so stupid she thought Nordstrom Rack were for people with her size chest.
The only reason that AMC hasn't gone out of business is because Eric saw Sonic the Hedgehog that many times.
And you're so dumb you think a training bra is for when your boobs misbehave.
You know, Chris told me that she had a leather daddy. It turns out her father just has really bad skin.
Yeah, well, Kirky, the song Raspberry Beret always makes me think of you since your first time also involved a horse.
Chris is the kind of person who says that she doesn't see color, which is why she ran that light and killed that kid.
Oh my God. Service.
You know, Eric is a lot like this past Valentine's Day. Being alone with him is really depressing.
Kirky, you're so stupid. The only thing you've mulled over is wine.
Do you know what Eric's wife? Do you know what Eric's wife wears to bed at night? She wears my ass out.
Yeah, well, Duck, your mom is so fat that she has to garnish her martinis with an olive tree.
Well, your mom is so fat when she was born, Atlas said, "Hey, one planet at a time."
Your mom is so fat she has a box office.
Points. All right. I want to do one more. These have been really good, but let's do it. All right, Service.
You know, Chris is a lot like Cancer. I'd wish she'd stop fucking my grandparents.
And you're so poor, all of your jewelry is fool's gold.
Eric's dick is a lot like a velociraptor. 1/3 the size it really should actually be.
Kirky's so poor she gives burlap dances.
And whenever Chris gets her vagina steamed, the salon has to put one of those circus tents over the building.
Your mom is so fat that when she tried to have a candlelight dinner, Australia caught fire.
I just bought a new refrigerator and it came with a new expansion to Eric's house.
Duck as a house husband is like Texas's power grid, unreliable.
Hey, Chris, I see you shaved your armpits for this. Did you donate it to Blocks of Love this time?
Oh, and Kirky, you remind me of shellfish. One small taste is going to put me in the hospital.
Having sex with Eric's wife is a lot like playing vilification tennis. I'm better at it than he is.
Duck's happy marriage is like my backdrop. It's a facade.
Points. Oh, that is game to Eric and Chris. Oh man, that was a close one. But I appreciate a good facade joke. All right, let's get everybody back on the screen here, including once again, I want to thank every one of these vilifiers, and I really want to point out this show, like I said at the top, was directed by Heather. Big round of applause for Heather, you guys. This was amazing. Put together the video at the beginning and all of the bits you saw, the slideshow, everything. It was absolutely fantastic. Great job, Heather. Once again, I'd like to thank my co-host, Nick Glover. He is a good husband and a great co-host. And the indefatigable, very talented, beautiful Claire Alexander was your ASL Terp tonight. Our next show is an Interruptus show at 8 p.m. on March 12th. Just for you people who think this is too late, we do a little bit. We do a round of vilification tennis cage match style and an improv game. So if you have friends who don't maybe want to stay up or they just want a taste of what this is, that would be a great show for them to watch on March 12th at 8 p.m. And then on March 26th at 10 p.m., it's Vilification Tennis Gets Cabin Fever. We're celebrating the fact that we have been in this for a year. We have done 18 of these live performances. This is our 18th live performance. On top of that, we have done over 24 hours of live comedy for you for free. If you think that's as awesome as we do, we would love it if you could tip us. You can tip us at paypal.me/vilificationtennis. And if you tip us $5, you get a digital trading card of any of the faces you see on your screen right now, including Claire Alexander. That's right. We love doing these shows for you. We are looking forward to getting back into the theater, but we don't think it's going to be for a while because we're not going to do it until we can all be safe. That's you in the audience and us on the stage. So for now, this is how we're going to keep doing it. I hope you appreciate it. We love doing it for you, and we're going to keep doing it for you because dick jokes need to be free and they need to be in the world. And we're going to get through this, everyone, with the power of insults. I've been your host, Molly Glover. Thank you very much. This has been The Real Housewives of Vilification Tennis. Bye.